Classic cars. They're admired and prized by enthusiasts the world over. And there's one man on a mission to help keep them on the road.
That is lovely.
This is Colin Denton. He's passionate about classics and a font of knowledge.
Do you know what the best thing for that? Probably some baker foil and some water.
One thing all classics have in common, they break down.
I've got a problem with a horn.
Every time I do a long journey.
But Colin has got the solution. Tinker Days.
We're saying, come in, we've got ramps, we've got jacks, we've got axle stands. You're actually bringing it into a workshop so that you can repair it and the mechanic can help you to do it.
In today's Tinker session, a rare Ford Zephyr is brought into the 21st century.
In this situation, I would say function over form. I need power steering.
Nick goes old school, tuning a VW Beach Buggy by ear.
Start it up, please, Gordon. Let's give it a whirl. Listen for the point the engine seems to be running at its smoothest.
And Mark discovers an unconventional tool on a Jaguar XJS.
You put it here?
Yes.
There you go, look. So you could be in here, we could have half a barrel.
Yeah, I know.
You could be like...
I know, and then my head is
it's
no.
not
no.
good.
It's the weekend at the Classic Car Garage in Enfield, and Colin and his team are gearing up for another Tinker Day.
Do you want a coffee or tea, mate?
Yes, please.
What would you like?
A coffee. Plenty of milk and sugar.
Sugar. Hope you burn it off.
I think there could be a royal connection with this car. Wow. So I'm going to dig down a little bit.
Did you have that put in?
No, it was actually put in when I bought it, but there's only 3 of them in the world.
Extra sugar. Say what I want, actually. You know, no one else is here to contradict me, so yeah. You know, I'm the smartest, I'm the best looking. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Good.
I could probably put more sugar in it, but...
With classic car owners arriving to tinker on their vehicles, first into the garage today is a very rare Ford. Despite its American appearance, the Zephyr 6 was debuted in 1950 at the Earl's Court Motor Show in London. It was the first UK Ford to feature a big 6-cylinder engine. Just over 4,000 two-door convertibles were built, but very few have survived. This glorious example is proudly owned by model maker Elliot Morris.
I suffer quite badly with arthritis in my shoulders and in my elbows and in my fingers. I take medication to help along with it. Parking it ends up leaving me in a lot of pain. It is like trying to move a mountain. So, yeah, I'd be happy for any kind of help that they can offer.
Time to see if Colin and his team can help.
Elliot,
Colin!
I'm ready for you now.
Fantastic, mate. OK.
A car is not supposed to look this good. Not supposed to. Elliot, welcome to our lovely workshop, and this is a magnificent, magnificent car.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's possibly one of the nicest cars we've ever seen in here.
Happy to oblige.
Tell me a little bit about this car.
Well, she's a Ford Zephyr 6 convertible. She is the earliest known example. Is number 21 out of the factory in Coventry. I've had it about 7 years now, and it's changed a lot in the 7 years.
Say, tell me some of the things that you've done to this car since you've owned it.
Right, well, I'll drop the back and...
Fantastic. Is that your anti-theft device?
That is the best anti-theft device you could ever have. That is now sitting on the jacking points. It is literally now a rock. So not only does it steer like a rock, but it now parks like a rock. You know, people say to me, you know, have you got an alarm on it? I said, no, I don't need an alarm, I just park it.
So what can we do for you today with this vehicle? Because it seems to be perfect in every way.
It is perfect in most ways, but there's no power steering. I've got bad arthritis now in my elbows and my shoulders. So being a model maker, I don't really want to exasperate the the problem any more than I have to.
Power steering has become a necessity for Elliot to allow him to keep driving his pride and joy. But Colin has his concerns as to the placement of the unit.
Looking at this column, not a problem for us to do this. My biggest fear is the quality of the workmanship that's already gone into the column and the cover for that column.
In this situation, I would say, you know, function over form. I need power steering. If there's going to be a carbuncle there, then that's fine. If I need to paint it the same colour as the car so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb, then I'll do that.
Right.
But I think that's our option.
You're happy for us to go ahead?
I'm happy for you to go ahead and do that.
So if we have to cut that shaft and cut the section out of the sleeve,
fine, absolutely
you're happy
fine
with that?
yeah.
OK. Then that's all I need to know.
Excellent.
All right.
Colin designed Tinker Days so that owners can get stuck in and learn about their cars. But this job requires expert skills and fabrication, so Elliot will have to leave it to Colin and his team.
I think on this car, it's something we have to do. With arthritis setting in, he needs that support from us to make sure that he can enjoy this car for many more years to come.
If they can get this done, it really is going to be life-changing. I'm very appreciative for them to bend in the rules just that little bit to be able to help me out.
I've never sat in the back of my car, right? So it stands to reason that I didn't realise that the seats weren't clipped in.
I haven't seen one of those for 50 years. Wow.
There's one member of Colin's team that's built quite the reputation as being the clever one.
That's 1 degree.
Yeah.
10, 20, 30 minutes. So that's coming out to be 8.8 millimeters. They call me the professor because they think I know everything. Well, I know quite a lot of things, and they try to catch me out as well, but they haven't caught me out yet. Not yet.
Professor Amand's next tinker is rolling into the garage, a famous British icon, the Jaguar E-Type.
Jaguar is a magic name on both sides of the Atlantic.
The E-Type was a 1960s success story, selling over 72,500 cars in its 14 years of production. Celebrities such as Frank Sinatra, George Best and Steve McQueen all flocked to buy one. This fine example was imported from the US 10 years ago and was restored and converted to right-hand drive by owner Martin Thomas.
My name is Amand.
Pleased to meet you, Amand. Martin.
Martin. Hello, Martin. What are we going to do with your lovely beauty?
Well, I took the original air filter off this car.
All right.
And I've put some what they call pancake air filters on it.
Sure,
Sort of chromium plate that look really nice.
Yes.
But somebody's told me that they might be too small for this size of engine.
OK.
Martin's plan is to increase the size of the air filters, which should improve the engine's airflow.
One of the reasons I want this done is because the car's been accepted into the Hampton Court Concourse Delegance car show next month. So I want to make sure that mine can hold its own compared to all the other E-Types that will be there, as well as all the very, very exotic cars.
Time to lift the famous front-hinged bonnet and look at the current air filters.
So these are your air filters?
That's right. It's a triple carburettor on this series of E-Type Jag.
Yep.
And these are the aftermarket pancake filters that I fitted a little while ago, and they work fine, but I'm just thinking that for more performance, we probably need to improve the airflow into the engine.
I think I would tend to agree with you, because it's a 4.2-litre engine, it's 265 horsepower. It needs air. Strangely, engines don't actually breathe air. It's like us. We don't actually breathe. What we do is we lower the pressure in our body and the atmosphere pushes the air in.
OK, that's a good way of looking at it.
Yes. And of course, if we go to the moon and we try and breathe, it won't work. With engines, it's the same thing. Piston goes down and creates a partial vacuum, and it is then up to the atmosphere to fill that space. So anything that restricts that naturally restricts your power, efficiency, and everything.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
OK, so it's a job worth doing then.
I think so, yeah.
Every day's a school day. Martin can now reveal his big idea.
I've bought some spare mesh,
Yes.
that perforated aluminium,
Yeah, sure.
that we can cut wider and then bend it into the right shape, the circular shape, fit it in, and just put them in place of those.
Yeah, it sounds straightforward.
It
but
does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds straightforward. But I think we can do it.
Yeah,
I think between you and me, we can do it.
Time to dismantle the current air filters.
And that's just going to slide off then.
Yes, yeah.
So that's the bit we're going to replace.
Yeah, so we need to make our new one fit this. Because we're going to make this bigger, this plate then needs to be spaced if I hold it like that. Hence, we need longer studs, which you've brought along.
Sure.
So yeah, you've thought about it, obviously.
Amand has a neat trick to measure how much wire gauze they need.
Yeah, I'd run cardboard around the edge of this, remove the cardboard and lay it on here.
So this is to double check that we've got enough gauze, then,
Yes,
is it?
yes.
Yeah. If we haven't got enough, it's end game, I think, isn't it? Back to the drawing board.
Okay.
Tense moment. Oh, look at that.
Look at
We've got
that,
half an inch
look
to
at
spare.
that, look at...
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is my scientific petrol gauge.
There's no end to the problems classic owners face with their cars. And on hand to help is Colin and his expert team, who have honed their craft from the ground up.
I was really fortunate to get an apprenticeship with a British Leyland main dealer. Probably the best 4 years of my life, and the learning curve was a straight line going upwards. They taught you a way of working that is now long forgotten. You were taught by touch, by feel, by smell. You listen, you analyse, you give a result and an answer.
Just that one collapsed when the old, when the shaft went,
Yeah,
broke
they're
in half.
well known for doing that. I had one of them collapse on me on Strathmire Road.
I like Tinker Days because it means I can go back to using the skills that we used to have years ago.
Today in the garage, the Tinker team are bringing all their old-school know-how to tackling an unusual job, installing power steering to Elliot's Ford Zephyr.
This is the output side.
Output, okay.
So that Elliot doesn't miss out on the interactive element of a Tinker session, Colin and Mark are making a video diary for him.
This electrical unit will fit under the dashboard. It has two splined ends. One will fit onto the shaft that goes down to your steering rack, and one will fit onto the shaft that goes up to your steering wheel.
Colin is confident in the plan, but it means making major alterations to Elliot's beautifully painted steering column.
We will remove a section of this outer cowling and then bolt the power unit to the column that's inside here.
We have to cut this outer column to get to the steering column itself.
Once we've cut this, we need to make sure it's straight. Obviously, we've only got one shot of this. If we mess this up, Elliot will not be a happy boy. So good so far?
While Mark and Colin work on the Zephyr, there's another modified classic pulling into the garage. The Beach Buggy was invented by American engineer, artist and surfer Bruce Myers. With roaring engines and brightly coloured exteriors, these customizable cars had a cult following in the 60s and 70s. This 1970 VW Buggy is owned by Gordon Newell, who was looking for something unique.
I bought the buggy. I had friends who were into VWs and I had friends who were into hot rods. And I wanted something that kind of sat in between the two. And a beach buggy seemed to fit the bill perfectly. So it's been fully rebodied, engine's been swapped a couple of times now. You customise these to your heart's content. Pull balls onto the gear stick. There's a moonfoot accelerator pedal just down there. If you're having a bad day, you go out and you drive it and you then see everybody else's reaction and they're smiling, pointing, and yeah, it is just a very cheerful car.
Primed and ready to share his 50 years worth of classic car knowledge is Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Gordon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Wow, it's been a long time since I've seen one of these, and particularly in this condition, or this kind of a setup. What's the problem that it's suffering?
So, I say it's running rich. I mean, even at idle, it's running rich.
Right.
So I know the carbs haven't been set up since the engine's been done. So.
Okay. Can we take?
Yes, certainly.
The engine's receiving too much fuel, so Nick's challenge is to tune it correctly to improve fuel consumption and efficiency.
I'm looking at this setup and thinking that's way above standard. So
Definitely.
Talk me through a little bit of the techniques on it.
Okay. This one is, say, twin Dell auto carburetors, twin barrel.
Right, so we're just focusing on carburetors.
Focusing on mixture, really, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a custom engine, so there's always going to be complexity to those. Certainly the VW world, people do play around with things, and I know very much that this engine isn't a standard VW engine. It's been enhanced.
First thing Nick needs to do is find out how well the engine is currently running.
Most certainly one of those.
And the spark plugs are the first things to check. Straight away, Nick can see the problem.
Oh yeah, look at that. That coloration it's sooted. We call it. That's the residue of the burning of the fuel, and that tells you that there's too much fuel going in. And although it might run pretty well, when it's idling, too much fuel is being delivered into the engine. Carburetor is essentially a mixing device, okay? The problem is the engine is running rich, which means that there's too much fuel going into the engine, okay?
The excess fuel being burnt off is not only bad for the environment, it's hard on Gordon's wallet too.
Because there are two carburetors and they're actually separate, we've got to try and get them so as they work or operate simultaneously.
It's based on an MGB-GT rear axle, and that's I think is all it's got from an MGB-GT.
I had a 111, but I took it to Ireland and the sea air rotted it off its chassis. And I brought it back and sold it to a man in Stevenage.
I need to talk to Colin about how comes there's so many hammers in these drawers. It's always a bit worrying. More than 2 hammers in a toolbox, that's a sign of another kind of mechanic. One that fixes his problems with hammer blows rather than thought process.
On the Zephyr, the risk of ruining Elliot's steering column has paid off. The team fabricated a custom bracket and successfully housed the new power steering module.
So the way we sort of positioned it in the end, we've put a motor here. This is our bracket that we've made up. The motor has been sunk a little bit into this shelf, but actually you can't see it because it's covered up with a trim.
And they've even installed a feature that would allow Elliot to customise the modification.
So that adjuster box is to change the sensitivity. We're there, you know, what a great job.
All they can do now is hope it's going to work for Elliot.
Straight through.
Over on the E-Type, Amanda and Martin are resting with the wire gauze which will form the new air filters.
So you're just cleaning up the edges there, you know?
Yeah.
When we've finished it and it's in position, it's going to look like that. The same as the old one, it's just going to be that much wider.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, no problem.
Just testing it there.
Yes.
Well done.
That work. Reasonably straight.
It looks great.
Should work.
Yep. Oh, look, you can see straight away how much wider it's going to be.
Yeah. Much wider.
Yeah.
Much wider. Much more air going in.
Mm-hmm. All worthwhile.
Oh, yes.
Right, okay.
So
the reassembly then.
Yeah, let's see how this fits in here. That's going. Actually, you can carry on. Just make sure it follows the curve nicely. So, if I can hold it. Much bigger.
The expanded mesh is a perfect fit, but Martin's bolts to hold it all together are too long. However, Amanda has a clever tip.
Before you cut a bolt, you need to screw a nut onto it screw it on past the point you wish to cut. So if we go past the point, this needs to be really short, so you can see I've screwed the nut almost all the way up to the head of the bolt there. And I'm going to cut the bolt just slightly to this side of the nut. And then regardless of what I do with the screw threads whilst cutting, as I undo the nut, it will correct them. So that's how we always do it. The nut is on the bolt. I'm now going to unwind the nut. And if it gets a bit tight over here, I can use a tool to unwind it. And then that will make sure, especially if I go backwards and forwards a little bit, it makes sure that the screw threads are really clean. Take the nut off. And there I have a shortened bolt.
The school day continues. Bolts trimmed, they can finally rebuild the custom air filters.
So they're now tightened onto the little stud.
Onto the stud.
Yes, and they won't twist.
No, going to lock it in
turning
place, prevent it turning.
The screw in.
Yes.
Oh.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
look
just
at
look
that.
at that. Just look at that.
The finishing touch
Look
with
at that.
the
And it
socket
tightens
set.
up nicely.
Oh, what a work of art, eh?
Done.
Wow, take a bow. Let's step back and admire.
That looks so good.
That does look much better, doesn't it? Well done.
No problem.
Congratulations on a job well done.
I am very happy about
Me
that.
too,
That
me
is
too.
brilliant. Yeah.
I'm going to be showing this off now at Hampton Court.
Yeah.
And I'm drawing attention to the carburetor.
Yeah.
Don't look at the rest of the car.
Yeah.
Just look at
Just look at this.
the air filters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. I'm
no
very
problem.
pleased.
That was a proper tinker, you know. He came in with a sheet of perforated aluminium, some elongated nuts and bits and pieces, and he's now got a much bigger air filter.
The end result looks absolutely great. You know, the objective of getting more air into the engine has been achieved. I've got a bit of work to do on the other two carburetors, but I know now exactly what I need to do. All the problems have been ironed out. We've got the solution. It's just a question of implementing it on the other two. So, yeah, I'm really pleased. It's been a great day.
It's been a great day, yeah. It's been excellent. Brilliant. Take care. Bye, Martin.
Today's Tinker session is in full swing. But just like the army, this team marches on its stomach.
Nick, I know you're hungry.
When food is involved, I don't mess about.
We're not fussy eaters, actually.
As long as we're hungry, not fussy.
Yeah, we'll generally eat whatever there is.
Already, Colin.
Look at that service with a smile. Thank you, sir.
Nick, you all right with that lot?
Hang on, you've got pocket free. Look, come on.
Pocket
Raise
free?
not white not. Right, is that us?
Ham and mushroom omelette and chips. Oh, chips. Lunch is served.
I've not got any.
You didn't order any? Then get in there before somebody notices.
Elliot left his beloved Ford Zephyr 6 in the capable hands of Colin and his team in order to attempt a life-changing modification, power steering. Without it, he fears he won't be able to drive the car for much longer due to his arthritis. He's brought along another huge fan of the car, his wife, Jane.
Elliot, nice to see you again.
Hi.
Hi, Jane, great to see you. Welcome back.
It's a proud moment for Colin. Time to reveal the power steering modification.
Here we go.
Oh, it's my baby.
It's still here.
How I've missed her.
This is a brand new driving experience, and it's something that you will need to get used to. And the sensitivity, you will play with that sensitivity till you are satisfied. It feels the way that you want it to.
It's the moment of truth for Elliot and Jane.
The feel of the car will be nothing like it was before.
Oh, man. It's just, that is so ridiculously brilliant. I can't even tell you. That is just outstanding. Oh, my friend, that is just brilliant. I've got to,
Are you at half now? So
if I turn it all the way up to the top,
yeah,
Yeah, that's ridiculously easy. That's just amazing. That's a game changer. I'll turn it off. That is the difference between me keeping the car or selling the car. It's literally going to drive like a modern car. Now, she's got the final piece to the puzzle, which makes it a totally drivable, enjoying experience. Just brilliant.
There's only one thing Elliot wants to do now, and that's get his beloved Zephyr out on the road. Rolling into the garage next is another Jaguar. This one is a 1986 XJS V12, and it's owned by Jag fan Beryl Little.
Slight effort to get out, but it's fun.
Beryl has come in for a vehicle health check.
Hi, Beryl.
Hi.
My name's Mark.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you. How are you doing? You okay?
Yes, there's a few bits and pieces I'd like advice on.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Yeah, we can do that.
See what you could
certainly.
do to help me with.
Well, let's get out the sun, because it's such a hot day.
This is my lovely XJS, and I just love Jaguars.
So how many
and I think this is beautiful. I got 3.
You got 3?
Yes. My late husband bought it in 1989, and we actually got married with this car, so it means a great deal to me. Very good acceleration.
Right, okay.
I'm very responsive.
Do you drive it that fast much?
Occasionally, where it's safe, only where it's safe
up to the
do
speed limit,
so.
yes. So you've got a list of things for us
Yes,
to
I mean,
for me to look at
basically, it's
today.
running absolutely fine.
Okay.
There are just
Sounds
certain
it.
things. For the gauge, for the oil, I've only done about a total of 85, 90 miles, and the oil was filled up, but the gauge is showing very low again.
Mark wants to look at the engine bay, but the gas struts are broken on the Jaguar's bonnet. So Beryl's found a cunning way to hold them in place.
That's it. And so, you see, I've got this moly thing, and usually what we would do is put that on there.
Onto that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it sort of holds it, but I'm always worried.
Well... So,
But if you don't think
so you
that-
normally put this on here?
Yes, I normally put that on there, and it seems to force it to hold it.
Well, this would only be a real...
Temporary.
I wouldn't advise you to do this.
No.
You know, like that. So that does hold it.
Yeah.
And for added safety, she has a temporary solution to keep the bonnet open.
I've got a walking stick. That holds it quite well.
So where do you put this?
I usually balance it on there or
Wow.
on there.
What,
What
and
do you
hold-
think?
So,
If you can think of a better
So you put
place.
it here?
Yes.
There you go, look. So you could be in here, we could have half a barrel.
Yeah, I
You could
know.
be like...
I know. And
It's
then
not
my
good.
head is
It's
no,
not
no.
good. We need new ones of these,
Yes.
but they've just weakened.
Yes,
You know,
with age.
and it's very common actually. Modern
Is
cars
it?
do exactly
Yeah.
the same.
Really? Oh.
New gas struts will need to be sourced before the Jaguar's bonnet can function properly. In the meantime, Beryl's testing Mark's knowledge of fictional British spies. The Jag XJS became a famous character in a 60s TV series. It was a bit before Mark's time.
Well, you won't remember them, but when Ian Ogilvy was the Saint in the Saint series, he drove a car just like this. And it's- so I often, like at garages, people say, oh, that's the Saint car. you know.
okay.
Yeah.
With access to the engine bay, Beryl's tinker can begin. And the first item on the list is the engine oil.
Do you know where the oil dipstick is? Your challenge of the day. Yeah.
I think it's this
Yeah,
one.
that's it. Well
Yeah.
done. Definitely my apprentice. You're hired.
Thank you very much.
Right, let me...
How much does it pay?
Do you know how to check the dipstick?
Yes, pull it out.
Pull it out, yeah.
And then, but I'm not always sure about the length.
Right, OK, so I'll give that a wipe.
Yes.
So E is empty.
All right.
So when the oil is on here, that line is full.
So it's just about the halfway.
Let's
or
have a
under
look, we'll
one.
dip it. So I've
Okay.
wiped it now.
Right.
You've got to push
yes.
it all the way in. Did you want to do it?
Yes, let
Yeah.
me see if I can do it now then.
That's it. Brilliant.
Then
So we hold that there.
It there. And then I'm looking and it's to there.
Just above the halfway line.
So it's more or less okay.
Yeah.
But why is it showing so low? It's not showing empty, but it's showing low.
I'll have a look on there.
Okay.
I'll have a look to see what the difference between that is and this.
Yes. Brilliant.
Okay, so show me where the concerns are for inside. Lovely sound.
Now, can you see how low it is? It goes right down to one line above empty.
Okay. Can you see the yellow line? So there's your half mark. So that's showing just over half. So they're actually corresponding correctly.
I was judging it right up to the full
so you've got
side.
full right up to the top.
Which would be overflowing.
And then you've got the half mark and the yellow line's just over, which is exactly what we just saw in the dipstick. So that
I can see that now. It's even saying half.
Yeah, that's right.
With the oil in check, next up are the windscreen wipers, which have had 3 replacement motors to date.
I don't think it's a motor problem.
It's not a motor problem.
I don't think so. It's either the switch or the relay.
Mark's following his nose and can smell an electrical issue.
Might be the switch.
He checks the fuse to make sure the connection is secure.
They're working now.
Yeah, I didn't
They're working. So they're working lovely again now. If I could have Mark with me all the time, then it'd be all right, wouldn't it? Can I kidnap him? So that is working the way they normally work.
So I think normal speed, high speed.
Yeah.
Back to normal speed. Right, let's switch it off, help it to park.
Get them down.
Go.
Brilliant.
I think they are sorted now.
Yeah, absolutely excellent. This is the thing with cars, they're so unpredictable, really, aren't they? You know, you can't be sure. But one still loves them. You know, it's like a person, isn't it? With all their faults, you know, still love them.
After a successful tinker, Beryl's Jag is now safe to hit the road again.
Cheerio, Beryl, thank you.
Everything over 4,000 revs, it kind of holds back.
Doesn't change how you enjoy it.
Well, I'm getting as much fun out of that now as Father ever did.
Yeah.
Long may it continue. The last time I did this, I took them over the top of the cars.
Oh, I see. OK.
In Bay 1, Gordon's buggy is in for some engine adjustments. Nick is fine-tuning the fuel-to-air mixture until he finds the sweet spot.
Yeah, that's it. That'll work. OK. Start it up, please, Gordon. Let's give it a whirl.
Rather than plug into a machine, Nick's using his old-school skills and know-how to tune the carburetors.
First thing to do was to wind back one of the throttle stops, and I'm going to try and listen to the amount of air being drawn in to each one of the Venturi tubes. There are 2 on this side, 2 on that side. What you're trying to do is listen for the point at which the engine seems to be running at its smoothest.
Nick thinks he's got the fuel-to-air mixture spot on, but the real test will be when Gordon gets it out on the road.
So obviously on the road test, you know how it was when you were driving here, probably stuttery, chugging maybe, and a bit sort of like wobbly. So let's see if any of that has now been sorted.
Gordon needs no excuse to take his buggy out for a spin in the sunshine. He's keen to see if Nick has managed a perfect tune.
Really good, yeah. It's driving nicely, picking up well. Nice solid idle, which is I always had problems with the idle dropping out, so that's a lot better now.
OK, feedback, sir, feedback. I'm anxious.
It's definitely running a lot better, it's running a lot smoother.
Yep.
And I'm feeling a lot less vibrations. It's driving so much better now.
Someone else whose driving experience just got infinitely better is Elliot.
I can see how much easier it is for you.
It's so easy, it's unbelievable. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd be able to do this with one hand.
Just amazing. For once in my life, I don't know what to say.
Colin and his boys have just really, really pulled the rabbit out of the hat with this.
You know what I mean? Like, no one's taking apart their new cars. I mean, oh, this car.
Yeah, we'll take any horsepower that comes.
Yeah.
Colin's team go the extra mile to keep classics on the road, always using their expert skills and improvisation.
If I can't find something, I try and make it. I've modified my cars myself, built my own exhaust systems. I've even found a way of fooling the computer to give me more fuel so I can have more power.
Last into the garage today is an E30 BMW 325i. This 1989 example is owned by car journalist Shazad Sheikh, who has been a car enthusiast all his life. He may be full of knowledge from over 30 years writing about cars, but Shazad is the first to admit he knows nothing about fixing them.
I've never been one to get hands-on when it comes to the mechanical side, you know. When it comes to taking things apart, don't ask me. I really don't know how it all works.
Luckily, Colin has lined up gadget man Mark to help him out.
So, Dad.
Yes.
I'm Colin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to our tinkering workshop. What are we going to be doing today?
Well, the main thing that's been bothering me is actually this window, because it's got a little bit of a mind of its own. It'll go down.
Yes.
But whether it comes back up again is a little bit of a lottery. So that would be kind of cool if we could get that sorted out.
We're definitely going to have a look at that. But it's your tinker session, your car. So Gadge will be there to give you all the advice and guidance. And
so hang on, so I'm doing this?
Yes.
Oh, well, I got to warn you. I mean, you've heard of 2 left feet. I've got 2 left hands. I mean, honestly, I don't normally fiddle with anything.
I'll have 2 rights. We'll make a good team.
Sorted.
Okay.
So do you want to put this switch up and down? We'll try and listen, see what's actually going on with the window. So does it go down? Okay, stop.
Goes down, no problem.
Goes down. Puts it up. Okay, so just try and do it again. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be the regulator that's causing an issue.
I can feel it sometimes. It's like, you know, when you just manage to make contact and it kind of works, and otherwise nothing happens.
Okay. Does the passenger one work? Should we just test that? Should we just have a quick look?
Yeah, that's no problem at all.
Okay. If we switch the switch over, then that will eliminate our fault, and if this one then starts working, we know it's a switch, and then we can focus on. But we might actually see some telltale signs on the bottom of that switch.
Mark's theory is that by swapping the modules over, they'll know if the issue is just a switch or something bigger.
This is the thing that scares me, because it's like when you start to take stuff apart and you just don't know if it's going to go back together again.
Can you pull yours off?
So it just came off like that? Oh yeah, okay, there you go.
So what we can do now is actually, right, let's compare the switches. Do they have the same setup? Yeah, so these are universal fit, so that means that we can swap the switches over.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. Okay. Moment of truth.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So down.
Down works?
Yeah.
Magic.
Fortunately, the electrics are sound, so it's the switch module that's the problem.
We've opened the switch up, see if we can see any issues within the switch, any broken contacts. Tell me what you think is wrong with that.
Well, to me it looks kind of charred a little bit, doesn't it? And it's very dirty there.
Yes.
I wonder if, do you think cleaning it might solve the problem?
Yes, definitely.
Shazad is learning fast and ready to get his hands dirty.
Oh.
How does that feel?
I'm feeling the part now.
Yes.
It's kind of like throwing me into the deep end, I suppose, a little bit. But on the other hand, if you don't do it, you don't learn it. But at least you have the confidence there of people being around you that do know what they're doing. I think this is fantastic.
Sounds good. Well,
yeah.
Just go try it, shall we? That's it? Yep. Right, moment of truth.
Shall we?
Shall we?
Okay.
I'll count you in for the up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Well done, mate. He was really nervous when he first came in, but by the time he left, you know, he'd done his repair, he's grown in his own self-confidence, you know, and that is what Tinker Days is all about. People coming in, sharing that joy and going out of here confident, being their own tinkerers.
Colin and his partner Carmen have arrived at Hampton Court Palace in London for a day out at the famous Concourse Delegance event.
Look at, there's even an engine over there. Let's see what that is.
There will be dozens of extremely rare cars on display from all over the world, all competing for best of show. And nestled amongst some beautiful E-Type Jaguars is Martin Thomas's car.
Whose car is this, Colin?
This is one of our tinkerers' cars.
Oh, this one came in?
Yes. And
hello,
here
Colin.
he is. Martin.
Nice to see you again.
Oh,
how are you keeping?
I'm very, very well.
Good,
I mean,
good.
This car looks fantastic amongst its peers.
Very kind of you to say so.
Martin took a man's advice and continued the tinker session on his air filters at home.
Did you manage to finish it off?
I did, yes. Yeah, I did.
On your own?
Yes, I did.
So, could we have a look?
Look, yes, yeah. Certainly. Let's open the bonnet for you.
Oh. Our man did the front one, did he?
We did the middle one because that was the easiest
access. That's the easiest one to do.
Yeah. I did have to modify the internals of this one a bit because of the pipe work.
You've done the two most difficult.
Well, they weren't as difficult as we thought. We knew that the clearance was tight in both cases, but you know, I took my time.
You got your clearance?
Got my clearance just about, yeah.
You've done a sterling job here.
Thank you very much. And they're probably about twice as wide as they were originally.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can visualise the airflow being much easier.
So much better.
Yeah.
I am really impressed. It looks fantastic. You should be really pleased with what you've managed to achieve here.
Yes, I'm very pleased with that. What more could you wish for to be at Hampton Court on a Concourse Delegance day like today? It's lovely to see Colin again, to show him the work that I did to follow up from what Anand and I were working on when we were in the workshop. So, yeah, it's lovely.
The E-Type is such a quintessentially British car that you just can't help falling in love with it. When I spoke to Martin earlier on, he said he double takes every time he passes his own car. That is a man in love.
What do you think of this, Beryl?
That's fantastic. I'm so pleased about that.